Hello and welcome back to Sherwood Park Toyota. Today we're looking at a Toyota Sienna XSE all-wheel drive in the color blue. Let's take a look. So starting up front, underneath the hood, you have the gas component of the hybrid engine. It is a 2.5-liter four-cylinder engine, automatic transmission, gets up to 245 horsepower, 176 pound-foot of torque. Up front, LED headlights and your customary daytime running lights. Across your front bumper, you'll find these little round nodules, these little round spaces. Those are your front parking sensors. And up front, we have the blue Toyota logo to indicate the hybrid status. As you move along to the side here, we have the black 18-inch alloy wheels. Side mirrors come with built-in blind spot monitoring. And your rear doors have these little black dots for the power adjustability. We'll talk about that more when we get to the driver's side. Up top, you have your black roof rack. Approaching the back here, right-hand side, XSE Hybrid is your trim level badge. On the left, you have your all-wheel drive badge. Across the back is the Sienna logo as well as the blue Toyota logo. Underneath this, you will find your backup camera, and next to it is where you reach to open up your power trunk. Simply reach in, press the button, and it will pop right open. Inside here, of course, we have both second and third row seats. Your second row seats, you can see, are independent from one another. This is a captain's chair style seat arrangement. Third row, however, has a 60-40 split on the right-hand side here. Seats are able to be laid down flat, such as this, by releasing the handles on the back, or you can choose to stow them away all the way in order to have them lay completely flat in the back space. This is also indicated by this diagram, which gives you instructions on how to do both of these styles. To bring your seats up, if they're laid down flat, you simply use this number 2 long black piece of fabric. This will pull it upwards, as you can see also indicated on that strap. Now down below, because we don't have this stored away in the stowaway style, we have this extra deep trench for all of your storage purposes. Left-hand side, you have an additional cutout for storage. In the bottom here, we see that we have the Sienna branded black rubber mat lining. This is actually folded into thirds at the moment. If you want to, you can fully unfold this if you have your seats laid down so that it covers the entirety of the back here. This is really nice. It's much easier to remove and clean this rubber mat lining versus that normal carpet lining you find in the back of most units. And it also helps protect the vehicle from damages from your cargo and protect your cargo from damages from your vehicle. Third row occupants also have plenty of their own charger options as well as cup holder storage. Now to close up back here, you can simply reach up to the handle on the right hand side. There is an optional kick sensor, and then there is the power button. If you press it twice, it will not only close it but lock it as well at the same time. Next, let's take a look at the inside. So once again, here we have that little black dot. You can simply give that a press to open up the door. You can also pull on the handle, or as you can see from the diagram, there is an optional kick sensor. Pressing that, you'll just find it slides right open for you. Inside here, your interior upholstery is the dual tone of the cream and gray leatherette, and there is both white and red stitching and this texturizing on your seats. Your second row occupants with the captain's chairs do have the optional folding down armrests. This is present on both sides of the seats. They also have these little mesh pouch storages if they're looking for some additional room for themselves. On the back of your front passenger and front driver seats, you have pouch storage. Then in the back of the console, there is charger options as well as cup holders down below. And then if we look all the way up top here, this is where you will find your options for the tri-zone air conditioning system. This area will work separately from your front seat powers, but we will take a look at that up front because you can control it from there if you need or want to do so. Otherwise, it is the dual options so that people on the left and right sides in the rear are able to have different temperatures, as you can see is displayed right now. And then we see that right now we have these Sienna branded black rubber mat carpets all throughout this unit. All new units come with both carpeted and rubber mats. To close up your door here, On the inside, right under the handles, you will find a little button that you can give a press, or you can use similar options as the outside. You can also pull on the handle from the inside, or pull it on the outside, or press that black button once again. Now, taking a look at your front driver's handle, you have this little dimple on the outside corner. This indicates keyless entry, so if you have your key fob on your person, simply tap your hand here to lock and unlock. Inside, more of the dual-tone leathers with the orange stitching. We have some of these metallic highlights that you'll see more glimpses of throughout your cab space here. Power windows front and back. You have your window lock, power lock system, and side mirror controls, as well as multiple layers of storage space. Both of your front seats are power adjustable, back, front, up, down, and your lumbar support. Hood release latch on the bottom left-hand corner of your dash. Then you have your gas release, power door off if you don't want your rear occupants to be able to open and close for themselves. Then we have traction control, automatic headlamps, your leather steering wheel heat option, and then your dash brightness and odometer trip, as well as a little storage shelf. Hop up here and take a look at the steering wheel. Black leather, orange stitching. Left-hand side, controls for your dash display, hands-free communication, volume control. Right-hand side, radio controls on the bottom, adaptive cruise control up top. Now in the middle here is your infotainment display screen. This is where you access much of the information about your daily driving experience. Destination auto, phone, all of your optional apps. You have your general vehicle setup, so that includes clock, language, Bluetooth, phone, audio, voice, apps, traffic data, etc. Then you have projection info. You can have your climate display up top here, including your options for eco, heat, cool. And then we have the display where you can control all of your brightness settings, as well as choosing to either have a white or black background, whether you're choosing day mode, which is currently on, turn that off and the screen will go for a black background instead of the white. Under that, you have your audio, AM, FM satellite radio, full Bluetooth connectivity, includes Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, and we have optional USB adapters. And then on the bottom, you have your built-in navigation. It is fully touch sensitive as well. Bottom left corner is volume, bottom right corner you have your radio tune scroll, underneath is your climate control center. So as we said before, rear passengers have their own rear AC. You can also control it from up top or in the front here. Otherwise, your left and right drivers and passengers have their own independent heating, just like in the rear, which in a way technically means that you have 4 independent zones. Your front drivers, front passenger, rear drivers, and rear passenger, so everybody can have their own temperature settings to suit their own preferences. On the bottom here, you have your defrost for front and your rear windshield, and then on either side, you'll find 3 variant levels for your heated seats for front driver and front passenger. To the left of this, you have your 4-ways, push start ignition, and then all across your front dash, you'll find this storage space. You also have, again, black leather, orange stitching. On the left-hand corner of the storage is where you have that USB adapter. You also have partitions to keep things from sliding too far out of your reach one way or another. Plenty of cup holder space all throughout the middle here. It's also worth noting that this little kind of rectangle space in front of this cup holder is perfect for holding a phone upright, so you can still keep an eye on notifications coming in and out without it having to take up space awkwardly. Then, of course, you have gear shift. Behind it is parking brakes, EV mode, and your driving modes. There's additional storage on the bottom. You have kind of a perfect little storage space on the right for whatever needs you have, and a 12-volt adapter down there as well. You have the little pop-away cup holders here. Again, this space is great for holding a phone. And then you have your general console space. You have the button release, and inside you have additional charger options. Looking upwards, on your rear view mirror, these little house-shaped controls with 1, 2, or 3 dots underneath. Those are garage door openers. Above that, we have this little built-in mirror. That way, you're not having to use your rear view mirror to keep an eye on your rear occupants. This way, you can keep an eye on the road as well as all of your passengers without having to compromise. Then you have your SOS button, overhead lighting controls. Either side, you have the controls for the corresponding power doors. You have your power trunk release, and you have controls for your moonroof. Thanks again, folks, for coming with us on this full video tour for this Toyota Sienna XSE all-wheel drive in the color blue. It is located here at Sherwood Park Toyota at 31 Automall Road in Sherwood Park, Alberta. You can also reach us at 780-306-7703. And remember, life is full of choices. Let us be yours.